50 years after Everest, an interviewer asked Edmund Hillary one final question. Sir Edmund, you've climbed the highest mountain, built dozens of schools, changed thousands of lives. What do you want people to remember? Hillary was quiet for a long time, then he said something unexpected. I don't want them to remember me at all. The interviewer looked confused. What do you mean? Hillary smiled. I want them to remember what's possible, not who made it possible. That was Hillary. Even at the end, still focused on the lesson, not the legend. The truth is, Edmund Hillary's greatest achievement wasn't reaching Everest summit, it was what he did afterward. Most people reach their peak and stop. They achieve their goal and coast. They conquer their mountain and retire to comfort. Hillary did the opposite. Everest was his beginning, not his ending. After the summit, he could have done anything. Movie deals, book contracts, speaking tours, fame, fortune, comfort. He chose none of those things. Instead, he returned to Nepal, to the Sherpa villages, to the people who helped him reach the summit, and he asked them a simple question. What do you need? Not what can I give you, not what do you want, but what do you need? The answer surprised him. They didn't ask for money. They didn't ask for recognition. They asked for schools, for their children, so the next generation could have opportunities they never had. Hillary started building. One school, then another, then another. By the time he died, he had built 30 schools, 12 medical clinics, dozens of bridges and water systems. He gave more to the Sherpas than he ever took from the mountain. Someone once asked him, why do you keep going back? You already succeeded. You already proved yourself. Hillary's answer was simple, because the summit was never the goal. The climb was the goal, and the climb never ends. He understood something most people miss. Success isn't a destination, it's a direction. You don't arrive at success and stop. You arrive at success and ask, what's next? For Hillary, what was next was service, impact, legacy, not the legacy of being first. The legacy of lifting others. Here's what makes Hillary's story different from most success stories. He didn't peak and decline, he peaked and transformed. The skills that got him up Everest? He used them to build schools. The determination that conquered the mountain? He used it to help communities. The system that brought him success? He taught it to others. Most people climb their mountain alone. Hillary brought others with him. That's the real lesson. That's the real system. It's not about reaching the top. It's about what you do once you're there. Do you stay there alone celebrating? Or do you go back down and help others climb? Hillary chose the second path. Always. Even in his final years, when he could barely walk, he still traveled to Nepal, still visited the schools, still talked with the students. They asked him what made you different. Why did you succeed when so many failed? He told them the same thing every time. I wasn't different. I just didn't quit. And neither should you. No complex philosophy. No grand wisdom. Just persistence and purpose. That was his final gift. Not inspiration. Permission. Permission to try. Permission to fail. Permission to try again. Permission to believe that ordinary people can do extraordinary things. Because that's what Hillary was. Ordinary. A beekeeper from New Zealand. No special training, no superhuman abilities, no advantages. Just an ordinary man who refused to accept ordinary limits. And that's the most powerful part of his legacy. If Hillary can do it, anyone can do it. The system he used isn't secret. It's not complex. It's not reserved for special people. It's available to everyone, right now. Today, character foundation, strong hooks, mystery creation, emotional connection, information control, tension management, tempo awareness, quick decisions, quality focus, competitive learning, system activation, 12 parts, 12 principles, one complete system. Hillary used it to conquer Everest. You can use it to conquer anything. But here's the catch. The system only works if you use it. Hillary didn't just learn these principles. He lived them every day for his entire life. That's the difference between knowing and doing, between understanding and achieving. Everyone knows what to do. Few people actually do it. Hillary did it. That's why he succeeded. And 50 years later on his deathbed, when they asked him about regrets, he had only one. I wish I'd started sooner. Not, I wish I'd prepared more. Not, I wish I'd been smarter. Just, I wish I'd started sooner. Because time was the only resource he couldn't recover. Every year spent hesitating was a year lost. He learned that lesson. He's passing it to you now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't seek perfect conditions. Start now. Today. This moment. Whatever your Everest is. Whatever mountain you're facing. Whatever goal seems impossible. Start climbing. Use the system. Trust the process. Take the first step. Hillary's final words to the world were these: people do not decide to become extraordinary. They decide to accomplish extraordinary things. You don't need to be special. You need to do something special. You don't need to be different. You need to act differently. You don't need to wait for permission. You already have it. Hillary gave it to you through his life, through his story, through this system. The question now isn't, can I do this? The question is, will I do this? Hillary answered that question on May 29, 1953, at 4 a.m., when he took the first step toward the summit. You can answer that question right now, this moment. Will you? The summit is waiting. The mountain is calling. The system is ready. All that remains is you. Edmund Hillary climbed Everest because someone had to be first. He built schools because someone had to care. He taught this system because someone had to share it. Now it's your turn. Not to be Edmund Hillary, but to be the person who uses what he learned. Not to copy his journey, but to start your own. Not to reach his summit, but to find yours. The system is complete, the knowledge is transferred, the legacy continues, but only if you activate it. Hillary's story ends here. Your story begins now. What will you do with it?